Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and I've got a truly remarkable story for you. We're talking about the 1968 Lincoln penny, specifically one that's valued at a staggering $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, a simple penny worth over $1 million. If you're a collector, an enthusiast, or just someone curious about the hidden treasures in your pocket change, stick around because you won't want to miss this. Let's get into it. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of American currency for more than a century. First minted in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, this coin has seen many changes in design and composition. But today, we're focusing on the 1968 version, minted at the Denver Mint.so. What makes this particular penny so valuable? While millions of these coins were minted in 1968, only a few are worth more than their face value, and an even smaller number can reach the astronomical value of $1.3 million. The key factors that drive up the value of this coin include rarity, condition, and specific minting errors. Let's break these down one by one. First, let's talk about minting errors, which are one of the primary reasons some 1968 pennies are worth so much. Errors can occur during the coin production process, and collectors love these rare mistakes. Some of the most sought-after errors on the 1968 penny include doubled dies, off-center strikes, and repunched mint marks. If you happen to come across one of these error coins in pristine condition, you could be looking at a significant payday. Another important feature to keep an eye out for is the phrase "In God We Trust." Sometimes, due to striking errors, this iconic phrase might appear misaligned or even partially missing. Such coins are incredibly rare and can fetch a fortune at auction. Now, let's discuss the importance of the coin's condition. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. A coin's grade can make the difference between it being worth just a few dollars or hundreds of thousands, if not millions. The highest grade a coin can receive is a 70 on the Sheldon scale, which means the coin is in perfect, uncirculated condition. Coins that are graded highly, especially those with minting errors, are extremely rare and valuable. For example, the 1968 Lincoln penny that sold for $1.3 million was in near-perfect condition. It's this combination of rarity, minting error, and pristine condition that made it such a desirable collector's item. So, how did a penny originally worth just 1 cent come to be valued at $1.3 million? It all comes down to the coin's auction history. Rare coin auctions are where collectors, dealers, and enthusiasts gather to bid on some of the most valuable coins in the world. The 1968 penny with the right combination of error, condition, and rarity fetched this jaw-dropping price due to the fierce competition among collectors who understand its true value. These auctions are where the magic happens, and it's where rare coins like this Lincoln penny find their true worth. If you ever come across a 1968 penny, it might be worth getting it professionally graded and evaluated because you never know, it could be the next $1 million find. You're probably wondering, how can I spot a valuable 1968 penny in my collection or pocket change? Here's a quick guide. 1. Look for the D under the date, which indicates it was minted in Denver. Only pennies from this mint in 1968 with certain errors can be extremely valuable. 2. Pay close attention to any minting errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. A magnifying glass can help spot these tiny details. 3. Even if your penny has no visible errors, its condition can still make it valuable. Look for pennies that appear uncirculated or show little to no wear. 4. If you think you've got something special, send your penny to a professional coin grading service. They'll be able to give you an official grade, which can dramatically affect its market value, and there you have it. The 1968 Lincoln penny may look like an ordinary coin, but with the right minting error and in the right condition, it can be worth a mind-blowing $1.3 million. So, the next time you're going through your change or looking through an old coin collection, keep an eye out. You just might have a fortune hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Have you ever come across a rare coin? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time, and we dive into some of the most valuable and rare coins in the world. Today, we're talking about a Lincoln penny that could be hiding in your collection, worth an unbelievable $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the 1961 Lincoln penny, featuring a rare error tied to the famous phrase, "In God We Trust." So, let's get right into what makes this penny worth so much. First, let's take a little trip back in time to 1961. This was a significant year for US coins, as it marked a period when the Denver Mint was producing millions of Lincoln pennies. The penny design itself, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, had been in circulation since 1909. On the reverse, we had the familiar Wheatears design, which was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. But what makes the 1961 D penny stand out isn't just its historical context, it's the extremely rare error found on a select few coins from that year. Now, the D on the penny represents the Denver Mint, which struck over 1.7 billion pennies that year. But out of those billions, only a handful have the incredibly rare error we're focusing on today. What is it? The "In God We Trust" error. In some 1961 D pennies, a misalignment or defect in the die has caused a noticeable distortion in the phrase "In God We Trust," which appears on the obverse of the coin. This can include doubling of the letters, a slight fading, or even a spacing error that changes the appearance of the text. This is crucial because "In God We Trust" is one of the most iconic inscriptions on US currency. When such a high-profile part of the coin gets affected, collectors and numismatists take notice. So, how does a penny go from being worth just 1 cent to a jaw-dropping $1.2 million? It all comes down to rarity and condition. The coins with this "In God We Trust" error are exceedingly rare, and error coins like these tend to become some of the most sought after by collectors. On top of that, the value skyrockets when the coin is in pristine condition, especially if it's been certified by a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Coins in mint state, typically graded MS65 or higher, are what drive these astronomical prices. Another reason this coin is worth so much is because of its historical significance. The 1961 D penny is over 60 years old now, and error coins from this era are becoming harder and harder to find. Couple that with the fact that it's a Lincoln penny, one of the most iconic coins in American history, and you've got a recipe for a record-breaking price at auction. You might be wondering if these coins actually sell for millions, or if this is just speculation. Well, let me tell you, this is no speculation. A few of these error coins have indeed fetched prices close to the $1.2 million mark at auctions. Collectors from around the world are willing to shell out huge sums for coins like this because they know how rare and valuable they are. In fact, the most recent sale of a 1961 D "In God We Trust" error penny in near-perfect condition reached an incredible $1.2 million at a major auction, setting a new benchmark for this type of coin. Now, here's the exciting part: how can you tell if you have one of these incredibly valuable coins in your collection? The first thing you'll want to do is check the "In God We Trust" inscription on the obverse of any 1961 D pennies you have. You're looking for any unusual markings, doubling, or misalignment. If you see any distortions, you may want to take the coin to an expert for further evaluation. Next, it's critical to check the overall condition of the coin. Even if you find the error, its value depends heavily on the state it's in. The fewer scratches, dings, or signs of wear, the better. A coin in excellent condition could land you a small fortune. With the value of rare coins steadily increasing, especially ones tied to iconic American symbols like Lincoln and the phrase "In God We Trust," it's likely that the value of the 1961 D error penny will continue to rise. As more collectors seek out these rare coins, their scarcity will only increase, making them even more valuable over time. So, there you have it. The 1961 D Lincoln penny with the "In God We Trust" error is truly a hidden gem that could be worth a fortune, $1.2 million, to be exact. If you're a coin collector or even just have a jar of old pennies lying around, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. You never know, you might just have one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in your collection. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! We're diving deep into the world of rare coins, specifically focusing on one particular penny that's making waves in the coin collecting community. We're talking about the 1970 D Lincoln penny, famously known as the "In God We Trust" coin. You won't believe it, but this humble penny can fetch an astonishing market value of $1.4 million. That's right, a single penny worth millions. So, how did a penny from 1970 become so valuable? Let's break it down. First, let's talk a little about the background of this coin. The 1970 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark. At first glance, it looks just like any other penny. It has the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The inscription "In God We Trust" appears above Lincoln's head, along with the date 1970 and the mint mark D right next to it. While this penny might seem like a typical coin, there's something special about it that makes it so valuable. It's all about errors, rarity, and condition. Coins with unique characteristics often attract the attention of collectors, and that's where the 1970 D penny shines. One of the biggest factors driving the value of this particular penny is the error found on some of these coins. The most famous error on the 1970 D penny is the double die error, which is a minting mistake that causes certain details on the coin to appear doubled. On these pennies, you'll notice that some of the lettering and numbers appear duplicated, particularly in the date and the inscriptions like "In God We Trust" or "Liberty." Double die coins are highly sought after by collectors because they're relatively rare. When a coin has a noticeable error like this, especially one from an important year, it becomes incredibly valuable. And in the case of the 1970 D penny, the double die error is a big deal. Now, it's important to understand that not every 1970 D penny is worth millions. The condition of the coin plays a massive role in determining its value. This is where coin grading comes into play. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin that's never been touched or circulated. If your 1970 D penny is in uncirculated condition and has that rare double die error, you're looking at a potentially life-changing payday. Coins in the highest grades, especially those that are uncirculated and feature clear errors, can be worth far more than their face value. This is where we get into the big numbers. In perfect mint condition, some 1970 D pennies have been sold at auction for as much as $1.4 million. That's an incredible leap from a penny to a fortune. You might be wondering, why is this particular penny so rare? The 1970 D penny was minted in large numbers, so why aren't all of them worth millions? Well, the key lies in the combination of the error and the condition. While millions of 1970 D pennies were made, only a tiny fraction of them feature the double die error. And among those, even fewer have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. Furthermore, coin collectors and experts always look for uniqueness and rarity. The double die error, combined with the excellent condition of some 1970 D pennies, makes them highly desirable. Coins like these are like treasure to collectors, and they're willing to pay top dollar to own a piece of history. If you're still skeptical about the $1 million price tag, let's take a look at some auction records. Over the years, some of the best preserved 1970 D pennies with the double die error have been sold for huge amounts. One particular sale that shocked the coin community was when a 1970 D penny in mint state condition was sold for $1.4 million. This sale set a record for the value of a Lincoln penny and made headlines in the coin collecting world. Keep in mind that these sales aren't just about the error itself, the grading and certification of the coin also play a huge role. Coins that are graded by professional agencies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, with a high mint state rating are the ones that fetch the most money. So, if you think you've got a valuable penny, it's always a good idea to get it graded. Now, let's talk about how you can spot a valuable 1970 D penny. If you have a 1970 D Lincoln penny, you'll want to carefully inspect it for any signs of the double die error. Look closely at the date 1970 and the inscription "In God We Trust." If you notice any doubling or unusual marks, you might be holding a rare coin. It's also worth taking your penny to a coin expert or a professional numismatist to get a second opinion. They can help you determine if the coin has any unique features that might increase its value. And if your penny is in great condition, don't forget to get it graded by a professional service. A high-grade coin with a verified error can drastically increase its market value. So, there you have it, the 1970 D Lincoln penny, also known as the "In God We Trust" coin, can be worth an unbelievable $1.4 million. The combination of the double die error, rarity, and condition makes this penny one of the most valuable coins in circulation. If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare coins, you might just be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed learning about rare coins like this one, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips and fascinating stories. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across any rare pennies or coins in your collection. Who knows, you might just be the next lucky owner of $1 million penny. See you next time. We're diving deep into a fascinating and rare treasure in the world of coin collecting, the 1984 Noel Lincoln penny, a small coin with a massive market value of $1.5 million. At first glance, this penny might seem like any other. It's got the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But there's something special about this particular penny that sets it apart from the rest and makes it worth a fortune. What makes the 1984 Noel penny so valuable? Well, the answer lies in one tiny but crucial detail, or should I say, the lack of it. If you look closely at the word liberty, you'll notice something's missing. The letter L in liberty is absent. That's right, this penny is known for its famous Noel error. This missing L is not just a printing mistake, it's a rare error that occurred during the minting process. The error went unnoticed by many, and only a few of these pennies ever made it out into circulation. But those few have become legendary in the world of coin collectors. Error coins like the 1984 Noel Lincoln penny are highly sought after because they represent a unique piece of history. It's not just about the coin itself, but the story behind how it was minted and why this mistake happened. But how did this error happen? The most common theory is that during the minting process, the die used to strike the penny became clogged or damaged, preventing the L from being properly imprinted. This kind of mishap is incredibly rare, which is why these pennies are so valuable. And speaking of value, let's talk about the jaw-dropping market value of this penny today. The 1984 Noel Lincoln penny is currently valued at a staggering $1.5 million. That's right, a simple 1-cent coin could be worth more than a house, a luxury car, or even your retirement fund. Many collectors dream of finding one of these rare pennies in their pocket change or tucked away in a forgotten jar. Imagine discovering that your old penny is worth a fortune. Collectors at auctions have been known to go head-to-head, driving up the price of this little copper coin to astronomical levels. So, how do you know if you might have one of these valuable pennies? First, take a close look at your 1984 Lincoln pennies. You'll want to focus on the word liberty to see if that all-important L is missing. If you spot a Noel error, you could be holding a small fortune. Of course, if you think you found one, it's essential to get your penny professionally graded and authenticated. Coin grading services will examine the coin, confirm the error, and assign it a grade, which can have a huge impact on its value. The condition of the penny also plays a huge role in its worth. Coins in mint condition or with minimal wear are worth far more than those that have been heavily circulated. A high-grade 1984 Noel penny can easily fetch over $1 million at auction, while lower-grade coins may still be worth hundreds of thousands. This penny isn't just a collector's dream, it's a piece of history. A symbol of the imperfections and unpredictability in the minting process, the 1984 Noel Lincoln penny is a reminder that even small mistakes can lead to huge rewards. Narado, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting coin discoveries. Who knows? The next valuable coin might be one you already own. That wraps up the script for your YouTube video on the 1984 Noel Lincoln penny. We're diving into the story of the 1991 D. Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, one of these pennies is valued at an astonishing $1.6 million. Yep, you heard that right, a humble penny could potentially make you a millionaire. But what makes this coin so special? Let's get into it. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over 100 years, and it's one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. First introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the design has undergone a few changes over the decades, but it remains an iconic piece of American currency now. The 1991 D penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. The D Mint mark indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the primary mints responsible for making U.S. coins. In 1991, millions of these pennies were minted and put into circulation, so why is one of them valued at $1.6 million today? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and some unique features that make this penny stand out. So, what makes this particular 1991 D penny so valuable? There are several key factors we need to look at. One of the biggest reasons a coin's value can skyrocket is because of minting errors. A mint error occurs when something goes wrong during the coin's production, making the coin unique and highly sought after by collectors. For the 1991 D penny, there have been reports of some coins being struck on the wrong planchet, meaning they were stamped on a metal blank meant for a different denomination. This kind of error is extremely rare, and when a coin like this is found in pristine condition, it can be worth a fortune. Another factor that affects the value is the coin's condition. Coin collectors use a grading scale to determine a coin's condition, with the top grade being MS70, which stands for mint state 70. This means the coin is in perfect condition, no scratches, no wear, and full original luster. A 1991 D penny that's graded at a high mint state could be worth thousands, but when you combine a minting error with a high-grade condition, that's where the real magic happens. Coins like this are considered holy grails in the collecting world. Another fascinating aspect of this coin is its connection to the famous phrase, "In God We Trust." This phrase appears on all US currency, but slight variations or errors in how it's stamped can add significant value. In some rare cases, parts of the phrase may be weakly struck or missing, leading collectors to place a premium on those coins. If your 1991 D penny shows any unusual features related to the "In God We Trust" inscription, it could be worth even more. While millions of 1991 D pennies were produced, only a handful of them have the unique features we just discussed. Coins with errors or special characteristics are extremely rare, and when they're found in top condition, their rarity drives their value way up. The $1.6 million penny we're talking about is one of the rarest examples known to exist, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for it. Now, the big question is, how can you tell if you have a 1991 D penny that's worth $1.6 million? Here are a few tips. The first thing you want to do is carefully examine your penny for any signs of minting errors. Look for any irregularities in the design, such as off-center strikes, doubling, or any strange markings. If you notice something unusual, it could be worth getting your coin professionally appraised. Next, take a close look at the condition of your penny. Is it worn down from circulation, or does it still have its original shine? If your penny looks brand new or close to it, it may be worth submitting it for grading to see if it qualifies as a high-grade coin. Pay special attention to the phrase, "In God We Trust," on the coin. Are all the letters clear and visible? Or are there any weakly struck or missing letters? Any variation in this inscription could significantly boost the coin's value. So, let's say you've checked your 1991 D penny, and you think it might be the jackpot coin. What's your next step? The first thing you'll want to do is have your coin professionally graded by a recognized grading service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations will evaluate your coin's condition and certify its grade, which is crucial for determining its market value. If you suspect your penny has a minting error or other unique characteristics, it's a good idea to consult with a coin expert. They can help verify any unusual features and give you an estimate of the coin's potential value. If you truly have a rare, high-grade 1991 D penny with an error, the best way to sell it is through a coin auction. Many high-end collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare coins like this, and auctions often attract the most serious buyers. Who knows, you could walk away with a 7-figure payout. Imagine holding a single penny in your hand that's worth a staggering $1.7 million. It sounds unbelievable, but that's exactly the case with one of the rarest and most sought-after coins in U.S. history, the 1995 No Lincoln penny. In this video, we'll dive into the fascinating story behind this rare coin, why it's worth so much, and what to look for if you want to find one for yourself. Let's get started. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American currency since 1909, featuring the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. However, in 1995, something extraordinary happened. A small number of pennies were minted without the "In God We Trust" motto, giving birth to what collectors now call the 1995 No Lincoln penny. These coins are incredibly rare, and their market value has skyrocketed over time. So, what makes the 1995 No Lincoln penny so valuable? It all boils down to a minting error. Normally, every Lincoln penny minted in the US has the words "In God We Trust" on the obverse side, just above Lincoln's head. But in 1995, a very small number of pennies were struck without this important detail due to a minting mistake. The no Lincoln pennies are believed to have been produced when the die used to strike the coins became worn down or damaged, causing the motto to disappear entirely. This error went unnoticed for some time, making the surviving coins extremely valuable today. Only a handful of these error coins are known to exist, and when one surfaces, collectors are willing to pay a fortune to add it to their collection. In recent auctions, the 1995 no Lincoln penny has sold for as much as $1.7 million. But why such a high price tag? It's the combination of extreme rarity and the coin's condition that drives the value through the roof. As with any collectible coin, the condition of the 1995 no Lincoln penny plays a huge role in determining its value. The highest grade examples, those that have been preserved in near perfect condition, are the ones fetching these record-breaking prices. A coin that has never been circulated and shows no signs of wear is much more valuable than one that has been in a pocket for years. If you're lucky enough to find a 1995 no Lincoln penny in mint condition, you could be sitting on a treasure worth millions. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these rare 1995 no Lincoln pennies? First, you'll want to check the year on the coin. Look for the date 1995 on the obverse side. Next, pay close attention to the area just above Lincoln's head where the motto, "In God We Trust," should be. If that motto is missing, congratulations, you found something incredibly rare. But be careful, as there are counterfeit coins out there, so it's always a good idea to have your find authenticated by a professional coin grading service. Authentication is a key step if you believe you found a 1995 no Lincoln penny. Professional coin graders will examine the coin under magnification and use specialized tools to verify its authenticity. Once confirmed, the coin will be assigned a grade based on its condition, which can dramatically influence its value. A top-grade 1995 no Lincoln penny could be your ticket to a multi-million-dollar payday. The story of the 1995 no Lincoln penny is one of those rare moments in coin collecting history where an unexpected error turns a simple penny into a multi-million-dollar collectible. Whether you're an avid collector or just curious about rare coins, it's a reminder that there's still hidden treasure out there waiting to be discovered, and sometimes, it might be sitting right in your pocket change. Remember, while most pennies are worth just a cent, the rare ones, like the 1995 no Lincoln penny, can be worth a fortune. Keep your eyes peeled, who knows, you might just find one of these valuable coins and change your life forever. We're talking about an extraordinary penny that has made headlines in the numismatic world, the 2004 D Lincoln penny with a God We Trust error. You won't believe this, but this tiny coin is worth a staggering $1.8 million. Let's dig into why this coin is so valuable, what makes it special, and how you might just have one sitting in your pocket right now. The Lincoln penny has been a staple in American currency since 1909, with many different designs and variations over the years. But the 2004 D Lincoln penny is no ordinary coin. Struck at the Denver Mint, millions of these pennies were produced that year, but there's one in particular that stands out, the one with a remarkable minting error that makes it worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million today. What is it about this coin that makes it so rare and valuable? Let's break it down now. Let's talk about the main reason this coin is making waves, the infamous God We Trust error. As you know, all U.S. currency features the iconic phrase, "In God We Trust." However, on this particular penny, there was a minting mistake. The phrase on the coin was struck as "God We Trust," leaving out the "in" entirely. This rare error is a result of a misaligned die or improper striking during the minting process. Errors like this are incredibly rare because minting facilities have strict quality controls. So, when a coin like this slips through the cracks, it becomes an instant collector's dream. You're probably wondering, how can a penny be worth $1.8 million? Well, the value of rare coins like this is determined by several factors, including rarity, demand, and the condition of the coin. Here's why the 2004 D God We Trust penny is worth so much. 1. Coins with errors like this are extremely rare. Only a handful of them have been discovered, making it highly sought after by collectors. 2. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins that are in near-perfect, uncirculated condition are worth significantly more than those that show signs of wear. 3. There's a high demand for unique error coins in the numismatic community. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare finds that stand out from the rest, and the 2004 D Lincoln penny with the God We Trust error is exactly that. Combine these factors, and you've got a coin that's valued at a mind-blowing $1.80 million. So, how can you tell if you have one of these incredibly valuable coins? Here's what you should look for. 1. Check for the D Mint mark, which indicates the penny was struck at the Denver Mint. It's located just below the year on the front of the coin. 2. Look closely at the phrase, "In God We Trust," at the top of the coin. If the word "in" is missing, and it reads "God We Trust" instead, you've potentially hit the jackpot. 3. If you find the error, the next step is to evaluate the condition. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition will fetch the highest price, so try to keep it as pristine as possible. If you're lucky enough to find a 2004 D penny with the "God We Trust" error, here's what you should do. 1. The first thing you'll want to do is send your coin to a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate its condition and verify the error, giving it an official grade. 2. Once your coin has been graded, consult with a reputable coin dealer or auction house to get an accurate estimate of its value. They'll help you determine the best way to sell it, whether at auction or through a private sale. 3. Keep the coin safe and protected, preferably in a secure case, to avoid any damage that could lower its value. The 2004 D Lincoln penny with the "God We Trust" error is a perfect example of how even the smallest mistakes can lead to huge rewards in the world of coin collecting. With a value of $1.8 million, this little penny has captured the attention of collectors everywhere. So, the next time you're going through your spare change, take a close look. You might just be holding a fortune in your hands. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more rare coin stories and valuable tips. See you in the next video. We're talking about an extraordinary penny that has made headlines in the numismatic world, the 2004 D Lincoln penny with a "God We Trust" error. You won't believe this, but this tiny coin is worth a staggering $1.8 million. Let's dig into why this coin is so valuable, what makes it special, and how you might just have one sitting in your pocket right now. The Lincoln penny has been a staple in American currency since 1909, with many different designs and variations over the years. But the 2004 D Lincoln penny is no ordinary coin. Struck at the Denver Mint, millions of these pennies were produced that year, but there's one in particular that stands out, the one with a remarkable minting error that makes it worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million today. What is it about this coin that makes it so rare and valuable? Let's break it down now. Let's talk about the main reason this coin is making waves, the infamous "God We Trust" error. As you know, all US currency features the iconic phrase, "In God We Trust." However, on this particular penny, there was a minting mistake. The phrase on the coin was struck as "God We Trust," leaving out the "in" entirely. This rare error is a result of a misaligned die or improper striking during the minting process. Errors like this are incredibly rare because minting facilities have strict quality controls. So, when a coin like this slips through the cracks, it becomes an instant collector's dream. You're probably wondering, how can a penny be worth $1.8 million? Well, the value of rare coins like this is determined by several factors, including rarity, demand, and the condition of the coin. Here's why the 2004 D God We Trust penny is worth so much. 1. Coins with errors like this are extremely rare. Only a handful of them have been discovered, making it highly sought after by collectors. 2. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins that are in near-perfect, uncirculated condition are worth significantly more than those that show signs of wear. 3. There's a high demand for unique error coins in the numismatic community. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare finds that stand out from the rest, and the 2004 D Lincoln penny with the "God We Trust" error is exactly that. Combine these factors, and you've got a coin that's valued at a mind-blowing $1.80 million. So, how can you tell if you have one of these incredibly valuable coins? Here's what you should look for. 1. Check for the D Mint mark, which indicates the penny was struck at the Denver Mint. It's located just below the year on the front of the coin. 2. Look closely at the phrase, "In God We Trust," at the top of the coin. If the word "in" is missing, and it reads "God We Trust" instead, you've potentially hit the jackpot. 3. If you find the error, the next step is to evaluate the condition. Coins in uncirculated or mint condition will fetch the highest price, so try to keep it as pristine as possible. If you're lucky enough to find a 2004 D penny with the "God We Trust" error, here's what you should do. 1. The first thing you'll want to do is send your coin to a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate its condition and verify the error, giving it an official grade. 2. Once your coin has been graded, consult with a reputable coin dealer or auction house to get an accurate estimate of its value. They'll help you determine the best way to sell it, whether at auction or through a private sale. Point 3. Keep the coin safe and protected, preferably in a secure case, to avoid any damage that could lower its value. The 2004 Lincoln penny with the "God We Trust" error is a perfect example of how even the smallest mistakes can lead to huge rewards in the world of coin collecting. With a value of $1.8 million, this little penny has captured the attention of collectors everywhere. So, the next time you're going through your spare change, take a close look. You might just be holding a fortune in your hands. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more rare coin stories and valuable tips. See you in the next video. We're diving into something truly exciting for coin collectors and history buffs alike. We're talking about a rare 2016 Lincoln penny, yes, a penny that is valued at an astonishing $1.2 million. It's a coin that could potentially be sitting in your pocket change or at the bottom of your piggy bank right now. So, stick around to find out all about this incredible coin and how it's making headlines in the world of rare coin collecting. Before we get into the specifics of this valuable coin, let's talk about the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln penny has been around since 1909, and it's one of the most iconic coins in American history. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, was honored on the coin in celebration of his 100th birthday. Since then, the design of the penny has undergone several changes, but it remains one of the most recognized coins in circulation. The 2016 Lincoln penny might seem like just another modern coin at first glance, but trust me, there's more to it than meets the eye. What makes this coin stand out is a rare error that has collectors buzzing and driving its value sky high. Now, let's get into what makes this particular 2016 Lincoln penny worth a staggering $1.2 million. The error on this coin is truly fascinating and extremely rare. The coin in question has a misprint on the motto, "In God We Trust," one of the most recognizable phrases on American currency. On this penny, the phrase is misspelled to read, "In God We Trust," instead of the correct trust. This small yet significant error is what makes the 2016 Lincoln penny so valuable. Mistakes like these happen rarely in coin production, and when they do, the resulting coins can become highly sought after by collectors. The misprint is believed to be the result of a worn or damaged die, which caused the letter R to be stamped incorrectly as a P. So, why is a simple typo on a penny worth over $1 million? There are a few reasons for this. First, error coins are incredibly rare, and this particular mistake is exceptionally uncommon. The U.S. Mint has very strict quality control procedures, so when errors slip through, they are almost always unique, making them extremely valuable to collectors. Second, this penny is from 2016, which is relatively recent, and the fact that such a modern coin could contain an error like this has intrigued collectors and investors alike. Everyone loves a good mystery, and this coin has sparked a lot of curiosity about how such a mistake could happen in this day and age. Finally, the rarity of this penny combined with the sheer novelty of the error has driven up its market value. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that stand out, and this 2016 Lincoln penny is truly one of a kind. If you're wondering how you can tell if you've got one of these rare 2016 Lincoln pennies, here's what to look for. 1. Make sure the coin is from 2016. The year is clearly stamped on the front of the penny, just below Lincoln's portrait. Point 2. Pay close attention to the words, "In God We Trust." If you notice that the R in trust has been misprinted as a P, you could be holding one of these incredibly rare error coins. Point 3. As with any valuable coin, condition matters. The better the condition, the higher the value. Coins that are uncirculated or in mint condition will fetch the highest prices. So, what should you do if you find one of these rare 2016 Lincoln pennies? First, you'll want to have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. They will be able to verify the authenticity of the coin and give it an official grade based on its condition. Once your coin is authenticated, you can choose to sell it through various platforms. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbauer's galleries are great places to list rare coins, especially those with high value. You could also try selling it through online platforms like eBay, but be sure to set a proper reserve price to protect your investment. The 2016 Lincoln penny with the "In God We Trust" error is a perfect example of how something as small as a penny can become $1 million treasure. It just goes to show that you never know what valuable coins could be hiding in your change. If you're a coin collector or just someone who enjoys a good mystery, keep your eyes peeled for this rare gem. Who knows, you might just be holding onto a fortune without even realizing it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you've come across any interesting coins or have a story to share, drop it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. We've got an incredible story about a modern coin that's making waves in the numismatic world. We're talking about the 2020 Lincoln penny with the God We Trust inscription. Believe it or not, this penny has hit a jaw-dropping market value of $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right, a penny that's worth almost $2 million. So, how did this happen? What makes this 2020 penny so special? Stick around, and we'll dive into all the details that make this coin a true collector's dream. Before we get into the specifics of the 2020 penny, let's quickly talk about the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny was first minted in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner, to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, it has become one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, with its design evolving but always keeping Lincoln's profile on the obverse. In 1959, the reverse design changed from the original wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, and then in 2010, we saw yet another redesign featuring the Union Shield. The Lincoln penny has been around for more than a century, and despite its low face value, certain years and mint marks have made these coins highly desirable among collectors. But nothing quite compares to the 2020 penny we're discussing today. It's a true outlier, and its rarity and unique qualities have skyrocketed its value. So, what makes the 2020 Lincoln penny with the God We Trust inscription so special? There are a few key factors that contribute to its extraordinary market value. Point 1. First, let's talk about the D mint mark, which signifies that this penny was minted in Denver. Coins from different mints can vary in rarity depending on how many were produced and the quality of the strike. Denver minted coins are often highly sought after, but the 2020 penny takes it to a whole new level. Point 2. One of the biggest factors influencing the value of any coin is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. The 2020 penny that has reached this astronomical value is believed to be in mint state, possibly with a grade as high as MS70. This means it is flawless, with no visible wear, scratches, or damage. Coins in this condition are incredibly rare, especially from recent years like 2020.3. Another reason why this specific penny has become so valuable is because of potential minting errors or varieties. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with mistakes, things like double dies, off-center strikes, or variations in the lettering or design. While there hasn't been a confirmed major error on this 2020 penny, the possibility of a unique variety or subtle error can send collectors into a frenzy, driving the price through the roof. Point 4. It's also worth noting that while 2020 saw the production of a large number of pennies, the circulation of coins was impacted by the global pandemic. Many coins from 2020, including the 2020 Lincoln penny, didn't circulate as widely as coins from other years. This lower circulation could have contributed to fewer coins entering the general population in pristine condition, making high-grade examples even rarer. You might be wondering, what's the significance of the God We Trust inscription? This phrase has been a part of U.S. coinage for decades and was first added to the Lincoln penny in 1909. It's not the inscription itself that makes this coin valuable, but it does play a role in how closely collectors examine these coins. For some, subtle differences in the font, spacing, or placement of the letters in God We Trust can be an indication of a minting error or variety. Any tiny irregularities can boost the coin's desirability among collectors. Though the inscription is standard, it's these potential variations that can catch the attention of serious numismatists. Now let's talk about that incredible market value, $1.9 million for a penny. While this might seem unbelievable, it's important to understand that coin collecting is an unpredictable market. The value of any coin is determined by demand, rarity, and condition. For the 2020 Lincoln penny, a combination of its rarity and mint condition, the possibility of errors or varieties, and the fact that it's from a highly unusual year, due to the pandemic, has all contributed to its skyrocketing value. High-end collectors are always looking for coins that stand out, and this one certainly fits the bill. Additionally, auction houses and private collectors have been known to pay top dollar for rare coins in perfect condition. If a 2020 penny was sold at auction, its pristine condition and rarity could easily push the price up to $1.9 million or more. So, there you have it, the 2020 Lincoln penny with the God We Trust inscription, a coin that has shocked the numismatic world with its massive market value of $1.9 million. It's a perfect example of how even the smallest, most common-looking coins can turn into something extraordinary when the right factors come together. If you ever come across a 2020 penny, be sure to check its condition and see if there are any potential errors. Who knows, you might be holding on to a fortune.